CBS News. Family of missing pregnant woman speaks out as search enters year 4 in Chicago. Publication date February 26 of 2025. A family is on a quest for answers in the disappearance of their loved one in Chicago 4 years ago. Cheretha Morrison disappeared 4 years ago Wednesday. Morrison's family feels someone knows something about what happened to her, and they want anyone with information to come forward to help police solve the missing person case. Morrison was last seen in 2021 in Inglewood in the 6900 block of South Throop Street. The then 38-year-old dropped her daughter off at school but never returned to pick her up. Morrison was 5 months pregnant at the time, CBS News is reporting. 3 days later, I get a call from her friend who told me they found my sister's car on Winchester and Birchwood, and I thought that was strange, said Morrison's sister, Aretha Miller. Miller found this strange because the intersection of Winchester and Birchwood Avenues is in Rogers Park, near the northern limits of the city. Miller and her sister lived on the city's south side. Video shows Morrison's Porsche the day it was found in Rogers Park. It had a parking ticket on it. Miller would later learn from police that her sister had received parking tickets in the past at that same location, leading them to believe Morrison was visiting someone she knew. The car was in the tow zone, and people park their cars in tow zones when they're making quick stops, or I'm going to run out of the car real quick and hop back in, said Morrison's niece, Robin Calhoun. It's just she didn't hop back in her car. Every year since her disappearance, Morrison loved ones have been sharing her story with the hope of finding her. It's just hard to keep hope due to the circumstances. You know, she was pregnant, said Calhoun. It's kind of hard to be missing and just out the wind, and nobody sees a child. Morrison's son Jermaine was 20 and her daughter Glorious was just 5 when Morrison didn't show up 4 years ago to get her after school. It's been very hard for both of them, my nephew and my niece, said Miller. It's been hard for our whole entire family to be here 4 years later with no closure. Miller said in 4 years her hope has faded that her sister will be found alive. I feel like maybe my sister is no longer with us, she said. Chicago police said a special victims detective unit is continuing to investigate Morrison's disappearance.